Zangief's stand light kick has less pushback, expanding the ranges where it combos to EX Lariat and neutral. Stand medium punch also pushes out less. This is nice because it was frustrating finding the counter hit medium punch then having the TC fall out because you were too far away. It can still happen, but it's more rare. For the record, TC was also buffed to be more consistent at range. Stand medium kick has more range and does a bit more damage. Charge heavy punch does a lot more damage. This is extremely slow and can get blown up by drive impact, so it needs to be rewarding on hit. Even Zangief's arms are now armored, and the screen now shakes if you get a punish counter. Heavy kick also gets the punish counter screen shake. And so does the drop kick. Crouch medium punch pushes out less on hit, expanding the ranges where it combos to Lariat. Crouch medium kick is now +3 on hit, up from +2. That extra frame gives you a link to Hell Stab after Drive Rush. Crouch hard punch is now 11 frame startup, down from 12, with extra forward reach. In terms of hitbox, this is actually a very decent anti-air, but the poor startup has been holding it back. It's still slow, but every frame counts when anti-airing. When you get punish counter crouch hard punch, the opponent is now launched. You can get towards heavy kick or super 2. Towards heavy kick's hitbox was actually buffed in juggles for this scenario. More typically, you might spend a drive rush and pick up a combo into Lariat. Headbutt got a slight damage increase. And for perhaps Skeef's most significant change, it's now +7 on hit up from +6, enabling a link to Hell Stab. Here's the old combo Zangief used to do with Headbutt. And here's the new one. You get more damage and you don't have to spend an EX anymore, plus it's more reliable from far out. You also have dramatically better meter dump routes. Towards medium kick is now at worst -3 on block, so safe. Which means after drive rush it's always at least +1, very strong. You'll usually be landing it at range, so it's easier now to space it to a point where you can combo out of it. And it pushes out less to make your combos more consistent. Towards heavy kick on block went from -12 to -9. This makes it surprisingly much more limiting the punish. And it pushes out more on block too. The down-down medium kick TC can now be cancelled on its second hit. This was an occasionally useful but awkward little sequence for Zangief since the third hit cannot combo. But now if the first 2 hits connect, you can actually cash out. Lariat now does a bit more damage. If you ever get the final hit only of Lariat, it now creates a free juggle state. There might be some dizzy setups for this or something, but I didn't find anything after Super 2. EX Lariat's damage distribution was changed so you get more damage if you cancel to Super 2, and the cancel itself was made easier. You can now combo into the meterless version of Air SBD, though the juggles are a bit more strict than the EX version. If you combo into it, the damage is scaled down a bit. The far version of EX Running Bear now runs faster, making it easier to catch someone after armoring a limb. Counter had some changes that aren't even worth showing, and this clip is just here to prove I didn't forget it. It still sucks. Now, if you read the patch notes yourself, you know there's something I've been leaving out until now. Unlike a dozen of Zangief's attacks, he now builds dramatically more super meter and restores dramatically more drive bar when they hit. It's possible to zone Zangief out, and he can't build meter as easily as other characters, so they've upped how quickly he gets his resources back when he gets in. More importantly, tons of Zangief's attacks now do dramatically more drive chip. It's absolutely insane how fast Zangief can destroy your drive meter on block now, including with safe pressure strings. Modern Zangief got a bunch of changes, and his light normals were overhauled. Hitting light now gives you standing light kick, while hitting crouching light gives you crouching light punch. Auto plus light now results in crouching light kick. Stand light punch is just gone, unless you chain into it, which is one of the main times you'd land it anyway. Hitting towards plus heavy now gives you his wheel kick instead of headbutt, which you couldn't do before. Of course, you still have headbutt using auto plus heavy. Here are modern Zangief's low resource auto combos. Apart from that towards hard punch to hell stab buff, the vast majority of Zangief's buffs are just to the numbers he gets when he hits you or when you block him. I absolutely adore the increased drive chip, because it takes the fundamental concept of Zangief, the you can't block against this big Russian guy, in a new direction, and it really works well with the system where characters can just hang back and restore resources. They understand that Zangief needs compensation for the system mechanics that have been subtly stacked against him. I think this version of Zangief is the most buffed character in the patch besides possibly Aki, and a legitimately strong character. Honestly, I think they'll probably nerf him again, so have fun while you can.